Hello there and welcome to another edition of the Volleyball Coaches Show. I'm Jordan Basron with MurrayAthletics.com. Joined alongside head volleyball coach Steven Gream. Now coach, this is a special edition of the Volleyball Coaches Show. We're going to do the senior edition. Tomorrow night, of course, is senior night. Both of your seniors, Angela Gaynard and Amanda Monge, taking the stage at W.T. Watson Center for the last time. Let's start with Gaynard. She came over from Glendale Community College in California. What did you see from her coming out of her recruiting last year?
Well, we needed a middle at the time, and she was friends with Kami Martin, our middle at the previous year. And came in my office and said, "Coach, you need to look at this kid. You need to look at this kid. She's a really good player. I played with her. You need to look at her." So we looked at her, brought her in, and thought she could fit with us very well, both on and off the court. We looked for good students as well. Came in and really impressed us with her positive energy and the way she plays. She has a good serve, and also in the middle there, we thought she could help us there. But one thing that's hard for JUCO players that leave JUCO and come to D2 is they have to make some adjustments there, and that's one of the things that she's had to do. But we've really been glad to have her as part of our program.
Yeah, Gaynard, of course, had an ankle injury last year that sidelined her for a while. And like you said, she's a great student in the classroom. Let's go into her leadership a little bit more. A lot of the younger players look up to Gaynard on and off the court. On the sideline, she's always having positive energy, a positive influence on her team, and especially the younger players. What can you say about her leadership?
Well, it's what you need from a senior. I mean, and as she did last year too. She was always positive. She's the players. You're right. The players do look up to her. They even call her mom. I mean, she is the oldest player on our team, but at the same time, she treats everybody the same, and she looks over everyone, especially our younger players, our freshmen, and helps them along the way. And she's very positive. She punts them up when they do make mistakes on the court. She's there to talk to them and encourage them, and sometimes she even comes behind me and say, "Okay, it's okay, coach. It's just, you know." But that's what a good teammate's supposed to do, and that's one of the big pluses of her is that one of the pluses for her on our team is that she is that positive energy that our teams feed off of.
Now you utilize Angie most for her serve. Can we talk a little bit more about her serve? Can you explain what she does and what makes her serve so effective?
Well, she has a really good floater, and not only a good floater, it's a jump floater, which makes it even more of a difficult serve for our opponents. Early in the season, she really was in the top 9 in the conference, and then we got some defensive things we had to work on and everything. She didn't quite serve as much as we kind of wanted her to. Last night she served well against Harding and did a really good job there against them. I don't know if she had any aces or not, but I know she got them out of the system really good last night. And that's what we needed her to do at key times. I thought she did a really good job. And that serve is kind of like I've said it before, it's our secret weapon coming off the bench that we know we can utilize coming off the bench.
Now moving on to Monge, who last year of course played middle, and now you made the move to outside with Monge. What do you think about her transition from middle to outside?
Well, I mean, that was when Angela got hurt. We had to have a middle, and we moved Monge, who we were thinking about putting at the outside in the middle, and she did wonderful. Made all-conference honorable mention. Making the transition back to outside was like a breath of fresh air for her because that's what she played in California, and that's where she was so successful. And it was so funny. We play OBU every year in the spring. And OBU's coach said, "The move to Monge to outside is a pretty good move, Coach. I think you did a good job there." And the results are showing that she's done very well for us outside. She's averaging over 3 kills per set. She's hitting for a high percentage still. Having a outside hitter that hits as well as she does as far as kills, but also having somebody that hits for a high percentage is very beneficial to our program because the outside hitter's going to get all the junk. And she keeps those balls in play, and she's putting balls down, and that's why she's been successful this year.
Now Monge has a lot of assets to her game. She can of course hit the slide attack from anywhere on the court. And she also has that powerful jump serve of hers. Can you tell us a little bit about both those aspects of her game?
Well, it's like I told her the other day. I said when you go up to hit or serve, good things are going to happen, and that's what it is. People fear her serve because it's such a powerful serve. Not only is it a powerful serve, it's got a lot of curve to it. It also has a lot of spin to it to where players think they have it and then they don't have it. And it's so funny watching the other team squirm when she gets ready to go back to the back row. Such as Harding last night. I thought Harding actually changed their rotations because of her last night. And that gives, it's good for her. It shows that they respect her with her serve. And then obviously on the offensive end, where she's just pounding the ball there. So she's a double whammy there. The only thing she doesn't do is dig, but I'll take the serve and the hit anytime.
Now, Manji, of course, also a great student in the classroom. Both seniors helped your team receive the AVCA Team Academic Award last year, or this year, from last year. But how important is it to have two seniors that are also good students in the classroom?
Well, it's great. You know, we are student athletes for a reason, and they're here to get a degree. And those two have really pushed us as far as the academic side of it. You know, when we recruited them, that was one of the things we liked about them, was not only were they good on the court, they were good off the court. And those two are almost like sisters as it is right now, so they're kind of battling each other grade-wise, so it's a nice little internal competition between them. And not only just them, the other teammates too. And you know, they end up with a 3.8, and they're upset because they get a 3.8. Angela has been 4.0 since she's been here, a very good student as well. And so it's nice to have that aspect, because you know, sometimes you'll get a good player and then you have to work with the grade part. These two, I haven't had to worry about the grades at all with them, and that's reassuring for me, where I can just focus on the court stuff as well.
And finally, Coach, what do you think? What kind of foundation do you think these two seniors have laid for the upcoming players to join this program in the next few years?
Well, I think they've done a really good job Angela's done a really good job of the positive side of things. You know, no matter what happens, you have to be positive. You have to fight, whether you're playing, whether you're not playing, whether you're doing well on the court or not doing well on the court. Whether you're doing well in the classroom or not well in the classroom, you always have to look things on the brighter side, and you have to always be positive. You have to always be encouraging, and you have to always fight for what you're fighting for, which is a championship for us, or in a particular game, or winning in a particular game. Amanda is one of those. She's going to be the same way on the court. She wants to win, and she wants to do well, and her play lifts everybody up. All of our players feed off how well Manji does in the games. When Manji's doing well, we all do well, and that's that energy. And she's done a really good job of lifting everybody else up. So once Manji plays her final game, we're looking for other players to fill that void and do the same thing Manji's doing right now.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. A big thank you to Amanda Manji and Angela Gaynor for their contributions to this program. Come out tomorrow night for senior night at W.T. Watson Center, 6 p.m. versus Texas College. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks again, Coach.
Thank you.